This Saturday marks the 188th Oktoberfest in Munich, Germany. Now, what started as a horse race in celebration of marriage between a prince and his princess is now an annual event drawing more than 7 million attendees, consuming nearly 2 million gallons of beer. Here with me now is the US CEO of Germany's #1 Oktoberfest beer, Steve Hauser of Paulaner. Welcome to the show. Looking at some of that
Thanks
footage
for
there,
having
very
me.
thirsty. So looking forward to this Oktoberfest. How will this year be different? What is going to draw people in?
Well, I don't think there's anything special needed to draw people to the Oktoberfest, right? It gets about 7 million visitors a year, give or take, depending on the weather. But certainly. People are excited. I know people in this country are excited. Everybody you talk to, it's on their bucket list, rightfully so. And we think this is the second year back from COVID. We think this year is going to be just as exciting and looking forward to it.
And Steve, people might not know, but this is a very select group who is able to serve at Oktoberfest. Talk about how your company was able to get in that pole position, that #1 spot here.
So we were present at the first Oktoberfest, the Paulaner brewery and our sister brewery Hacker-Pschorr. And over the years, the number of tents that we've been able to serve at. There's only 6 brewers, and you see them there on the visual. We have 6 tents within our 2 brand names, and we sell about 40% of all beer sold at the Oktoberfest each year. The tents are quite large, and it makes for quite a great time. The only beer that is sold, you see the golden lager there, the Oktoberfest beer. It is a seasonal brew. It is a classic lager, a little more robust, a little more with a little bit more impact of flavor, and a little bit higher in alcohol than is the normal lagers that U.S. beer drinkers are used to.
And Steve, you were kind enough to send me some here. So the one that you just saw on your screen there, the Paulaner Oktoberfest Märzen here. So have it here. I'm going to have a little taste here.
Now, so you're drinking the Märzen, which was served at the original Oktoberfest in the
That's got some
1970s.
kick to it.
Yeah, that's actually a terrific brew. In the 1970s, the 6 brewers made a decision to serve a more golden style lager. That's an amber lager. And the reason why it's an amber lager, because at the first Oktoberfest, you couldn't store beer because there was no refrigeration. So the beer was brewed in March and lagered until the celebrations in September. But it was a more robust brew to be able to retain its flavor through the lagering process.
And Steve, I do have two others to pick from here, but I do want to ask you that. So we have the Hacker-Pschorr, the one that you mentioned there, as well as the Oktoberfest beer. So I have these 2 here. But I do want to ask you, in terms of how your company fares outside of Oktoberfest. Obviously, Oktoberfest is like that's the big selling point. That's the celebration that gets everyone together. But how does the rest of the business do outside of Oktoberfest?
So thank you for asking that. So the beer business, as you know, is always interesting, if you will. This year, the total beer market is a little bit soft for a lot of different reasons, but our business is performing quite well. We're up about 11% this year, and we believe it's in part due to consumers are re-engaging with classic brewers and classic beers. So we sell a broad portfolio. We have a wheat beer, we have a lager, we have a pils, and they're all growing. And we believe it's because consumers, beer is really an affordable luxury, if you will, and consumers on the weekend want to treat themselves a little bit. $1 or $2 more a 6-pack for a better quality beer is something that they're quite happy to invest in.
I like that. An affordable luxury. Well, wish you a wonderful Oktoberfest. Hope it is successful for you. And a pleasure having you on the show. Yeah, that does have a kick to it. Steve
Well,
Hauser,
listen,
thank you so much for joining me. Yes.
enjoy it tonight after you're done. It's the weekend, so have a beer.